Hello everyone, Chef Michelle here. Welcome to my channel. On today's menu we have ribs, and I will be doing a delicious seasoning for these ribs. It will be a Chardonnay cilantro seasoning for these ribs. As you can see, my ribs have already been cleaned well. I soaked them in vinegar for about 30 minutes and rinsed them 2 or 3 times, so they're cleaned very well. We're going to begin with preparing this seasoning for the ribs, and we'll begin with adding cilantro. Okay. And we're going to add cloves of garlic. I have about 9 cloves of garlic because there's tons of ribs that we're going to be seasoning up. And then we're going to have, add white onions, sweet onions. Okay. And then we're going to add some Italian dressing. We're going to add some olive oil. And then we're going to add some Chardonnay wine. These are going to be very delicious. Then we're going to add some garden seasonings. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper for heat, not a lot. Then we're going to add some paprika. Okay. Give this a nice blend. Okay, so that seasoning is blended very well. Okay, we have all of those nice seasonings blended very well, and this is the consistency that you want for those ribs. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and go to the next step. Hi guys, we're back now, and the next step is to sear up these ribs, and we do this so that we could, start the process of cooking. We're going to place them in the oven afterwards, but it'll just speed up the process of cooking when you sear them. And I pretty much just place them face down. And we're just going to sear these ribs up on each side for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll just come back to that next step. Okay guys, I'm back now, and we're going to just turn over the ribs here. They've been searing now for about 5 minutes. And again, don't worry about if they don't look like they're cooked or not, because we're not going to cook them fully in this skillet. They're going to cook the majority of their way inside of the oven. Okay. Okay, you can have yogurt. You can have yogurt. You see? Good job. You can have yogurt. Alright, so you guys see there. This is the color we're looking for on each side. And we're just gonna let this go for another 10 minutes. Hi guys, so I'm back now and my ribs have browned up nicely to the consistency that I'm looking for. And we're just gonna place the ribs in another dish because I actually have to sear up a couple more pieces. So we'll just start by searing up the second batch. Okay? And we'll do the same process. Sear them for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll come back with the next step. Hi guys, so I'm back now, and the second batch of ribs have seared up nicely. So we're just going to remove them from the skillet. Okay. And we're just going to begin that next step to add that seasoning that we prepared earlier. Alright. So there go the ribs. We have all laid out. Okay. And again, they're seared nicely. So we'll just add that nice seasoning, the Chardonnay cilantro seasoning. We're just going to add this to the ribs. Drizzle all of that goodness on top of the ribs. You guys are going to love this seasoning if you try it. And one ingredient that I didn't mention is that you could also add some mustard to this as well. I did add mustard to mine. But yeah, so we're just going to spread all of this on top of these ribs and make sure they're coated very well, like so. Alright. Make sure everything is coated very well. And make sure we get every spot. And you could also, you know, just use your gloves to do this as well. But once it starts baking in the oven, everything's gonna, you know, come together anyway. Yeah. See here, everything is nicely coated. Alright. So what we're going to do next is we're just going to stick these ribs in the oven for 1 hour. As you guys can see here, I'm going to stick them in the oven for 1 hour, and then we'll come back with the results of once everything marinated down and cooked down very well. So I'll see you guys on the next step. Hi guys, Chef Michelle back here, and my ribs have cooked down very nicely for about a good hour. And these are the results of those ribs. They look very, very delicious. They cook down in all that nice sauce, that nice cilantro Chardonnay sauce that we put together. There you go. And we're just gonna go ahead and plate this dish up. These ribs are nice and tender. Very delicious. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a couple pieces of those ribs. Alright. And there you have it. Cilantro, Chardonnay, seasoned ribs. These are very tender, they're very delicious. It's winter time, so you know you guys can't get out and barbecue, so you could definitely try this recipe, and it's just like barbecue. Alright guys, thanks for watching.